Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. Now in today's episode, we are continuing on from where we left off on the last episode, and where we left off was where we forgot to put in our water, which we said we were going to put in. So I think maybe a sign down over here, like that, and like that. And there, you don't really see too much of the redstone-y stuff down at the bottom there. Now, what I was saying is, we're going to be continuing on from where we were, and if you guys didn't watch last episode, basically what we did is we built this well, and we have a way up, so that's an elevator using that translocation bug, which, as far as I'm aware, has not been fixed as of this video, and I hope it doesn't get fixed. But then this is our way down, and this is going down into a big animal farm, so this one, I think that is a bug. Yes, this is going to be where we're going to breed up our animals with real industrial type farms, not like the normal old plain just breed them up in a pen type thing. Oh, unlit up land. Oh man, that was terrible. Thank goodness you died. Yeah, so that is the plan for today. We're going to be doing these farms that I was telling you about, and maybe, well, what we're going to have to start off with actually is we're going to have to start off with clearing this area so that we can actually build farms, because we are in a bit of a cave at the moment, and I'm not too sure whether I've explored everything in this cave. No. Well, no, that was. But yeah, I think there's quite a bit of unexplored land in this one. And if I remember correctly, this cave was that one cave that I just didn't carry on exploring. Every other cave I've pretty much explored. But this one over here, I remembered coming in and stopping because I ran out of torches or something, and then just never came back to it. So yeah, that's a bit annoying. It's annoying that it coincidentally was right below this. But that's alright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clear... Oh, what's it? Water. Maybe I'll get rid of this. Oh, where is it coming from? Here. Thank you. Yeah, so what I will do is I'll clear out this area here. And we want to kind of decorate it to look kind of... I'm thinking it should look like it's woody. You know, like continuing on with the farmy type thing. But still not looking farm-like. But yeah, let's just see how it turns out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here, test out this, and if you haven't seen this, we are going to be putting stuff in the middle of these. It's just a matter of time, because all these blocks around here can be turned into nice looking blocks. But yeah, currently we are going to keep going up, getting our stuff, and yeah. Before we go anywhere else, I think it's time we enchanted a pick, and I've had a look at some of the things we got here for the other things we need. So for the helmet, I'm breaking 3, I'm not going to do that. Thorns 2 on chest plate, not going to do that. Over here we've got Fortune 3, which is kind of annoying. Because what we want is we want to get Unbreaking, and we want it for our Silk Touch. So what we may have to do is do 2 enchants here, and we might just go for one of those awkward ones like Unbreaking 3 or Thorns, and hope for the best. In fact, we might just enchant a book like that. But I'm going to go up to level 30, and then I'll do it, and hopefully we'll get ourselves an Unbreaking pick soon, because I mean we're going to be moving quite a bit of stuff. Alrighty, let's give this one a go. So attempt number 1, is it? Yep. So protection 3. What else do we get? Efficiency 4. Man, we just stuck with these efficiencies. Is that oh man, if I do this one, it comes to another efficiency, stuff's gonna get protection 4. Yeah, that's not a bad one to go for. I'm just quickly checking. Oh, there's my Unbreaking I want. Yeah, so let's just go and maybe go for that efficiency 4. I think it's safe. In fact, what did I have there? Protection 2, Unbreaking 2. Ooh. That was protection 4, was it? I don't know. I think we might go for that protection 4. Oh, that's great. We managed to get ourselves the enchanted helmet, which is respiration and protection 4, which is absolutely amazing. And then what we're going to do is we can also quickly go and combine a few things up. So we wanted this Unbreaking and this one here, so that's 17. What happens if it's this way? Should be a lot less. 9. We also needed the efficiency 4 of 8. So we'll just do that. Does that take it to efficiency 5? Yes, it does. And don't know which way would have been the better way to have done it. Yeah, we go for that. Perfect. And another thing, I hope we do have enough levels to do it now, is the Feather Falling and the Depth Strider boots. So around that way, 16. The other way was 14, was it? Could easily get to 14. In fact, that have all 3 of them on? Yeah. Oh, for a second I thought I'd done that the wrong way. Yes, that's good. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so we could easily get that up to 14. But for now, I think we'll just wear our feather falling, because that is good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go dig out some area over there now that we've got efficiency 5 as well, which is absolutely amazing. But yeah, that is the plan. And I'll come back when I'm on the other side. Alrighty, everything is cleared out. And I think we can go show you what's going on and what's going to be happening now. So let's drop down. Boop. Hurt ourselves with that. Now, what we've got this big open area here, and I've kind of just leveled it out there. We have got this big area around here, and what I'm thinking about right now is kind of my plan, is we wanted to have a module, for instance, for cows, for mushrooms eventually, for chickens, sheep, and pigs. And I'm fairly certain that's all the animals we would want, we would have. And rabbits, we're not gonna, well, actually, it might be fun. Maybe we'll have a bunny spot as well. Now, for that, I'm not too sure how we're gonna do it exactly, but for now, what I'm thinking is we could probably just have them in a run around here. So we can have, for instance, the cows, we can have a spot for the mushrooms, chicken module, and then because chickens and bunnies might be a bit of a smaller face, we might be able to do them a bit smaller, and I'll tell you what's going on with the face thing. And then pigs, so we might have something a little bit interesting to do there. But for now, ignore the bunnies, ignore the mushrooms. We're gonna get started on the cows, then the chickens, then the sheep and pigs. And the sheep and pigs will be fairly similar to the cows. And yeah, the sheep are only gonna be for mutton and the little bit of wool they produce. It's not an actual wool farm, it's kind of just doing a sheep food farm for the hell of it. We'll probably end up using the steak farm more than anything, because we get ourselves all the useful stuff that cows give us, like the, oh man, like the leather and the beef, which is amazing stuff. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create the first module in around here. Maybe I'll give it a little bit of space, go around here and start the first module, which will be the cow. And I'm going to do a cow pixel art face. So just like the normal 8x8 face of a cow. And we are using the brown stained clay, grey wool, light grey wool, and white wool. Oh, well, there we go. And for the eyes and the 2 little nostrils, a bit of coal. I think it'll work out well. I'm not too sure. I haven't actually tried it, but I'm sure it'll work out alright. Can't really mess it up too much. So what I'm going to do is I'll get started on that, and then we can also work out how we're going to be making these cows breed. We'll use the normal bobby-uppy water technique to get them to be easily breedable, but then we're going to have the babies shoot out, and I want them to go to a killing chamber, because, I mean, we mean, that's what we do. So we'll have them pop out into a killing chamber, and then we can decide whether we want them to be suffocated, drowned, or definitely lavaed for the cooked steak, or something like that. We'll work it out when we get there, but for now, we'll be building the room and putting the cows in ready to breed and ready to pull up into the killing chamber. Alrighty, we are back, and I've got myself a beautiful face of a cow. Now, I don't know where that zombie came from, but that's alright. Let's just have a look at how that's looking. Yeah, that's cool. And now what I want to do is I wanted it to have a... In fact, you know what we can do? Just thinking about this. Quick to just break with your hand. What we could do is maybe push its snout in a little bit, and that might lead to us being able to put this door that I was just about to tell you about in a little bit easier, and also have some pressure plates that kind of complement the build in some weird way. So how was this? Was it like that, and then these down here, I think? No, it was 2 dark ones. I just placed that as I destroyed it. There we go. Yeah, that looks alright. That's not too bad. What I'm going to do now is I won't install the door just yet, because all it's going to be is it'll be a pop-up, pop-down door. I think will be the easiest. If we see if we did that. Oh, it might not be. Might not be the easiest. That's actually a very good question. We might just end up doing one of the flush 2x2 doors, you know, where they pull pull back, pull in, pull back. That's actually very easy to do. We might just do one of those, and then that would mean that we would probably leave a few blocks just to mess around with that and make sure we can hide it. So what we'll do is we'll do this. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. We missed that one. And then we'll start our room, which means we've got more than enough space to play with, sorry, and we can get this farm working. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to test out this farm a little bit, and then I'll be back. Okay, so a bit of progress is being made, very slowly though, but it is being made. So in the nose, we're going to actually pull it out here. We're not going to dent it in like I said a few minutes ago or a few seconds ago. What we're going to do now is in this room, we wanted to keep it an 8x8 as a standard, just because it's kind of the 8x8 on the face, and then we'll stick to this as well, 8x8 and 8x8. And I was going to put one in the middle, but then I remembered seeing one with 4, and I thought that's a really good idea. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 4, and this is kind of an idea that is quite well known, and I've used it in my Britannia Garden of Glass series for breeding cows. Not breeding them directly like this, but breeding them with a whole Britannia thing. But that's not for us for today. But yeah, what basically will happen is we'll have our adult cows in here. And when we put water in, the adult cows will jump and jump and jump. And that'll allow us to kind of click on individual cows with wheat. Because if we had all the cows in one spot, you would only click on the first one that kind of gets hit with wheat. So you wouldn't be able to get enough. Then down here, I've kind of opened up this area. You can see we've got a half slab on the bottom there, and that is so that when the water is here, those cows the baby cows will come down here and pop out, pop, pop. And I'm fairly certain that's going to work, but I think we probably would be better off testing it right now. So what I'm going to do is we'll take a trip up here, and we'll go up there. So that area down at the bottom that we were just standing in, by the way, underneath where the cows are going to be bred, we're going to put some packed ice, and we're going to get some water, and the packed ice isn't really necessary, but I think it might make it a little bit more efficient. Maybe, who cares if it doesn't, we've got packed ice down there anyway. Yeah, what I was going to say was we are going to be using the packed ice and water to get the baby cows into one spot, and we'll elevate them up, and hopefully that piston trick there will work, because that'll be great to use it for one of those. Although I'm kind of thinking against it for some other reason, being that we don't want to have the noise. That could actually be a good point. Yeah, that could actually be a very good point. Now what we're going to do is grab some wheat here, which probably isn't a good idea because this takes forever to grow around here, but that's fine. We don't have any other wheat except for by our house. So there we go. That'll be all right. Now, we're going to have to grab those cows, and I just realized I don't have a lead. So I'll go grab some leads, and then we can pull some cows down a hole. This is kind of crazy. I just came down here, and I think we are in a slime chunk. Why can't I... Oh man, I don't have my arrows on me. That's annoying. But yeah, if that's the case, it could be both a challenge and a blessing in disguise. It might be a good place to kind of get a bit of slime, but I think we're going to have to half slab this if that is the case. And there we go, we should be able to pop these guys off easy. There we go. You and you. Perfect. Now what we are going to do here is, because if you remember correctly, we have been having a bit of issue with coming down there. We have to label a sign E, and well, good. You have to make sure you label the sign E and place a bucket of water down there. And what will happen is, as the cows come down now, they hopefully will not take any fall damage. I'll just set that off. Cool. Now we'll go up. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. Also, I have got some leads here, and we can get those cows properly now, along with that. I love this thing, man. How cool is that? It's still working perfectly fine. Haven't actually had a single issue with that yet. And I do say yet, because I know when I say something, it's bound to happen. Now, actually, because the horses don't jump, we should be alright to just take out some fences. The horses will just kind of... They tend to stick to this side anyway. But yeah, they can just do their thing. Come on, cows. Yeah, you went through the gate. That's cool. What a lovely cow you are. Now, this might be a bit tricky getting them in here. I don't know if they will actually come down the hole. Can I, like, this? Or that? Nah. No, that's not gonna work. They're not gonna walk towards that. There. Maybe we can get them kind of in there. No. Well, we can try pushing them in. Are they trying to come behind me because they're on leads, I think? Yeah. So first cow goes down. Come on. Get in there, cow. No. I'll tell you what. We'll try work this thing out if this doesn't work. Why don't you step up? There we go. There we go. Oh. Go in. Go in. Not back. Might just take this off. Maybe this is causing a bit of chaos. And now... Cow. Okay, I'll be back. First cow? Okay, still bouncing on water. That's fine. Perfect. You next. Okay, we got both the cows down here. That's great. Now we can start breeding them up and hopefully we'll get a few babies and stuff soon and then we can actually get stuff going. Come on. Make a choice. Who's first? You can actually just sit there. Do that anyway. But you're just going to sit there. Breed them up. Get here. There we go. Okay, so I am back, and there's a lot of stuff that has actually happened in the meantime. You can see, got a bunch of cows. Not enough for our farm just yet, but a bunch nonetheless. And I've put in a flush 2x2 piston door, which is really great. And I've kind of got to work that out because as we walk past that, it goes back in. But inside, you can see I've done a absolute ton of stuff here. Pretty much just did the roof, did the sides, and did everything. So we've got ourselves our 4 pieces here, and I've had to work out a new way of doing this because inside here, originally I wanted to have the baby cows fall through a kind of full block over there, but they weren't going to do that, so they were just getting pulled up by the water. So instead of that, I decided to put a sign in there where we're going to have our cows, which will stand here, the normal cows. And as soon as water comes in, they are just above a block tall, if I am correct. And they should get pulled up and start bobbing up and down. And the baby cows, hopefully, when they get stuck here, will fall off because of them being in their hitboxes. Hopefully, that'll work. If not, we might have to work out something else. They'll come down here, fall into there, and get pulled up from that block over there where the pistons are. And we've done the same to that side as we would expect. Now, around here, I've also put some fences in just to stop the cows from bobbing up all the way. And we've got 3 different things, buttons over here to do 3 different things. Now, this is kind of one of those things that you've planned out and they never went to plan. You know what I mean? Like, it just didn't work. So basically, when we do switch this on, we're going to have all of these shoot out water because we're going to have 4 different things with cows in them. They're going to shoot out water and the cows are all going to be bobbing. Then we can just go feed the cows, baby cows are bred, and they'll get shot up here. So we've actually got a system here to switch that on and switch on our piston elevator for the baby cows here. So we'll push this button. All of those are on and you can hear that piston, those pistons there are switched on right now, just pulling up. You can see every now and then it kind of glitches a bit. So pulling up whatever babies will be created down there, pulled up into there. That should be easy enough. And the next thing is we've also got our kind of killing system, which will be up here. So we're going to push this button. Okay, that's not the killing system. I'm wrong, actually. That is the item system. My bad. We're going to have to put some signs in here. This is the killing system. So lava will drop down and switch off just in time. I think it should still get these cows here. And I've just realized this could be a little bit annoying because cows might might wander over here. That's actually a very interesting point that I haven't thought about. So we may have to work something else out there. But it's pretty compact with redstone at the back there. I'll show you that. And quickly before I go, the water is to push any items which are created, being the... Actually, we could just use that to... Oh, well, the water there we could just use to push the cows over. Okay, that's kind of a solution. Into a hopper over there, which has got a slab to stop any cows, baby cows from running under. And a dispenser, so we can just put it straight there and collect everything from there. And let's go in here. We've got ourselves some shears. Here we go. So here is all the redstone. It's actually quite a bit. This over here is the clock. Well, not really clock. It's the delay for the double tick, sorry. So what'll happen is that this one will send the lava out. So that sends the lava out. Pulse goes around and comes back into here, which takes the lava back. So that's that little bit there. We've also got the one dispenser, the water dispenser over here, I think it is. That one's just connected to a dispenser. You can see there's a dispenser there. That's nothing too crazy redstone-y. Around here, though, we've got a little bit more redstone going on here. So remember that thing that dispensed all of these dispensers with the water and got the pistons to be ticking up and down, up and down? We've got a clock for that. So what'll happen is when we press this button, it will send this little monostable circuit, so it'll pop that off, send one pulse, which is just quick enough to get this block to get stuck over there. Powers everything, so it powers this clock over here, which makes these pistons go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. That's pretty simple, and it also sets off the dispensers over there and these dispensers over here by pulling it over here. Now, I know that is very complicated to look at, and it's not really too complicated to actually get in the end. I think it wasn't. I haven't done anything that's crazy ridiculous redstone there. It's just a lot of simple stuff as per usual. Now we also are going to cover this up eventually, just like we've done there. And yeah, tell me what you think of the roof and the inside. I kind of didn't want to make it kind of look like a inside of a cow as we walk through its mouth over here. So yeah, I thought we could maybe just make it look like a cow inside. And I think it's turned out alright. I think so. I don't know about the blue. I thought it would just break up because it was all brown and white. It didn't really work too well, but I think that might work alright. Now, what we need to do is kind of give it a test. So we need to get some cows in here. And I'll do that, and we can test this thing out. Alright, and something else I forgot to show you. I've also fixed up this elevator while I was waiting for some cows to breed up and kind of grow into adults. And I've changed it from that side to this side, which was a little bit of work, but it really wasn't too bad. So now what happens when we fall down here, we also don't have the slime block, we've got some water here, and you can't see the redstone over this on the side. So that makes me happy. We've also made this a bit quicker. So there we go. A lot quicker actually in comparison to what it was before. It was kind of pushing you up, pushing down, pushing you up, pushing down. Now it's pushing up, pushing down like that. And we've decided to do this. I've worked out a way of getting in here. I don't know whether or not we can get it any more kind of compact without having this look so ugly. But that's what I've chosen to do there. We could probably work out something in the future. Maybe pull this out a little bit more and then recreate this well a little bit. But yeah, that's what's happening at the moment. I'm gonna have to breed up a few more of these animals, these cows down there, and then I will be back. Hello guys, I am back, and it's actually been quite a bit of time. Nothing's actually happening there, by the way. But yeah, it's been quite a bit of time since the last clip, because I kind of just kept running into issue over issue with this farm, and it looks like I may have figured out what we need to do. So I'm just actually going to put this in so we don't fall in there. Now what I've done is, you can see this one is how the other one over there used to be. In fact, that one there used to have a trapdoor, I think, right over there. So I'll quickly go down and show you what's happening. So I've moved the trapdoor down one and the dispenser one, because what was happening is when we were breeding babies with this previous one, all the babies were popping out the top, and we don't really want that. We want them to pop out the sides here. Another thing that I think might end up being a little bit of a better design for this is, you'll see it might make a bit of noise now, but have a look here. So the cows come up immediately this time, but before they weren't coming up immediately. But yeah, okay, fair enough. I thought we could maybe put a running stream of water, but this seems to be working alright. So that seems to work alright. It even picks up the items, by the way, that the cows that we leave down there. So you can see there's some dirt. Maybe we put something that's noticeable down there. Maybe like a sign. And when we switch on this little design here, so we click that. Breed up 2 of those, and let's check if we get a baby cow. I really hope. I haven't actually tested out this one. But let's see if we get a little baby cow up here. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're that lucky. Switch her off. Okay, no baby cow. Well, I'm going to quickly investigate that, and I'll be back. Okay, so it seems like it did work to bring up the baby cow, and in fact there were 2 baby cows down there, and it has brought up both of them, which is really great. Now we can actually just test out the water flow to get the stuff in here. Hey, why are they getting hurt? They get suffocated in there. Okay, got a few things in there. Now, what the problem is just a little bit of timing with the pistons at the back, so that might be a little bit of trouble for me to get right, but it shouldn't be too bad. It's just a matter of tweaking, having a look until it comes right. But yeah, let's wait for these to grow up, and then we'll give them a little bit of a cook and see if it works. But aside from that, we've also got to wrangle up a bunch of cows that have escaped everywhere. Oh man. Yeah. Ooh, zombie around here. Yeah, I'll be back. Alrighty, now it's time to give these guys a bit of a barbecue, and you can see I've kind of got everything back together. This door is actually working if that guy would just bother to get off of this. There we go, back to normal. And everything's sort of filled in. I've just got to change those over to the new design. Are you still there? Yep, they are. Now, we're gonna... No, we don't need that one. We need... yeah, apparently a cow's escaped. Which button was it? Was it this button here, I think? That should give us a pulse. Okay, that's way too quick on that. Way too slow for that one. And then we should be able to do that. Okay, well, there's a bit of tweaking to be done, but that's sort of working, I guess. I mean, 2 steak, that's not bad profit. For the amount of wheat that I've put in already, wow. Let's just give this another go, see if it's working now. Probably still gonna have to do a bit of tweaking. Oh. No, didn't mean to hit the cow. There we go. See if we get a little baby. Yeah, I don't think we're that lucky. Well, I guess that's alright. But yeah, guys, I think that's going to end it for today's episode. This has actually taken me quite some time to do. It's been a lot of tricky, like, weird things, like at the back there with the redstone, and just a few things. For instance, just trying out to get this working. It's quite a bit of work, but yeah, I'm glad we have got it going. There was a stage I thought I wouldn't get it right, but yep, we got it right. It looks like it's just a matter of tweaking that now. So thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you next time.